Hey guys, Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum, fredmccoy.com. Sheila's behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great morning.
We, a while back somebody commented on the pictures or the documents and all that, and you won't believe how hard it is to take care of stuff like that in a museum as far as, and each time we make a video we have to unplug these dehumidifiers, fans, things that we have to keep running continuously just to keep the moisture down and protect. When you've got older documents, some of these are copies, but some are actually
the originals.
Or and especially some of the pictures. But so anyway, before we do this each time, we have to disconnect these dehumidifiers and so forth like that, so it turns into a job. We're happy. We're going to be happy with this video, and we think you're going to be happy too. This will be the third part.
And the ending.
And the ending.
No more.
This will be, Sheila titled this one, Case Closed.
Case closed, yeah.
Case closed. We're going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt our theory on the York house, and that will kill that subject. We've done the two other videos, and Sheila and I, we just don't quit. When we start on something, it's like that in our books. And we have no books for sale. We're not trying to plug a book. Have no books for sale. The museum's not open.
Right.
I don't know if the museum will ever be open again. We have, since Mother passed away, the family has just, it's just not that important to us anymore. And then we started making these videos, and they started getting to the point of, instead of having fun at it, it makes it sad sometimes, as far as not only Mother, but the way that people actually say and do those things. So anyway, to the point, we're going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we were correct in our first video and our second video. This is our proof that the York house, there was never a feud settled with Randall McCoy and Devil Anse Hatfield. Right. And it definitely never happened in the parlor at the York house. Let's go back to the other night.
I said, why is that?
Well, because of what you mentioned the other night while we was doing a video, and on part two, and Sheila mentions, or we start discussing where the reporter from the sunny south out of Atlanta, Georgia, went and seen Devil Anse Hatfield. Now, there's a whole video on this. I'm not going to harp on it. I have a thing of repeating, and for the good viewers that log in every day or watch the videos,
faithful.
That's got to be owed to you to watch the same thing over and over. But the reason we do that is just in case it's a first-time viewer, to catch them up, to make them more interested, so they may go research the other video.
Okay. But
go watch the video of the sunny south and the reporter that goes and sees Devil Anse Hatfield. And Devil Anse Hatfield tells him to, when you go back through Kentucky, there, see old Randall McCoy and see if you can't get him to drop charges. Let's stop this bickering. Well, guess when that was, people?
When was that?
You can show it there.
Can y'all see that, guys?
April the 5th, 1902. She'll take a good picture. She won't be like other people to take a blurred picture where you can think it's one thing, or they can tell you that it's something. She's doing this to me, but that's what I'm saying. We try to document and show, instead of just showing you a blurred picture and saying this is where they declared peace. All right, April 5th, 1902 is when this gentleman, this reporter, went and interviewed Randall McCoy. Now, he went and interviewed Randall McCoy and wanted to talk to him about Devil Anse stopping the feud. He said Randall's face got stiff. Randall, it excited him. He got mad. He didn't want any mention of Devil Anse, just got all over him. Really? I thought in 1891, I thought Randall McCoy and Devil Anse made peace at the York house. Remember? That was the story.
Yeah.
That's the videos. 1891, they made peace. This gentleman says in 1902 that any mention of the feud
upset Randall.
Upset him, excited him. Excited him in a bad way, not excited.
Yeah.
Excited him to his facial expressions and his that he had to drop the subject. Yeah. Go watch that video. It's the story of Jim McCoy or something on the front of it. I forget what it is, but then the man says he went and seen Jim McCoy, and that's when Jim McCoy made his big speech.
Yep.
Now, our point is, people, our point is this date. Now, when we first looked at the date, we're researching, and we first looked at the date, and we think, well, is that the date the newspaper was founded? A lot of newspapers, they put their date that they were founded up there somewhere. Or is it the date that the story came out? Well, this is the date that this story ran.
Right.
1902. And the reason why is the newspaper was started in 1875.
Yeah.
And it ended in 1907. So 5 years after this story, that newspaper actually went out of business.
Right.
But it was newspaper started in 1875, so that's not the date of the newspaper.
And I'll add that
Thanks.
picture to that. I've got that printed out.
Okay.
On that, where it says where it began.
That's great. Now, that's what people like. That's what we want to see, is evidence.
Yeah. So the newspaper.
Anything that we can to clear so somebody can't say, oh no, that's when the newspaper was started. No, that's when this story
started
ran
in
the newspaper.
1875.
And if peace was declared at the York House in 1891, why did the Pikeville newspaper get so excited and everybody, and we've done a video on it, you can see them, Jim McCoy and Tennis Hatfield and a couple other men sitting around where they've shook hands, and 1928 they made peace. They made peace. Peace is made. Hatfield's and McCoy's, it's over. That's the real one, 1928. Devil Lance died in 1921. Randall McCoy, Jim McCoy, none of them done nothing till Devil Lance was dead. And he only done it with Tennis Hatfield because Tennis Hatfield was a young boy. Tennis Hatfield was not part of the Hatfield-McCoy feud. So.
And Randall, he died
1914.
1914.
So both of them was dead when Jim McCoy finally made peace. Him, the oldest son of Randall McCoy, and the youngest son of Devil Lance Hatfield made peace. And they got it all over the newspaper. There's articles we've got it in here all over. But this here is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Right.
Because the story, the video we watched in there, the stories that we see written on these other sites that says in 1891, if you'll look at that one picture of the video, it's even got it in highlighted there, 1891, that they were supposed to made peace ran on Devil Lance. Here's 1902, guys.
Yep, 1902.
1902, and Randall McCoy don't want nothing to do with peace.
Right.
Jim McCoy don't want nothing to do with peace. He wants until every Hatfield that's responsible for killing his family is brought to justice.
Exactly. That's what he said.
Not going to harp on it. If I got a smile on my face, so does Sheila. Sheila gets on to me sometimes because I mention people's names. I call people out. Sheila don't like doing that. And that's okay. We're eventually going to stop the videos. It's coming to a head because it's not good just to be so consumed with something, and especially history. We love history. Yeah. We've always loved history, especially Hatfield McCoy history, Civil War history. It just goes on. We love history. Wyatt Earp history, George Armstrong Custer history, anything like that history. That's our. But and when we see things that's spoken in the history or written in the history, again, this was an amazing story to us because we got it. We're not even interested in it. Started not to even read it. Started not to even go over it. But for some reason we did. Yeah. And the more we done it, the more that we seen that things wasn't right. You know, I didn't see that till earlier. Sheila may have even pointed that out, but historically, look at those historical papers in I think it's video number 2 on this, on the York House.
Yeah, second one.
And it's got down through there, 1974, Kathy Burke. I think what they mean by that, bought that house. I think she owned that house. I could be wrong there. And guys, let me explain something why I'm on this topic. We could be wrong on a lot of things. We're not wrong on this, but anytime you're wrong or you can find something that we say or do or speak or write or anything in the history, tell us. We want to correct it. We're not beyond being wrong, and we're not beyond being corrected. Just when you correct us, please give us proof. Please. And there was a gentleman a while back that sent us something, and he said, we asked where you get it. He said he got it off Wikitree or wherever it was. Guys, we don't want stuff from Wikitree. We can go look at Wikitree. We've probably done seen all that stuff. We want to know what courthouse, what hospital, what coroner's office, where it was located at, where we can go get the original. We don't want to see something that's possibly photoshopped. We want to be able to go to the courthouse, to Frankfort, to West Virginia, to wherever, and get the original, so we know that that is definitely and once we see that, then that's called proof. But when you just say you read it here, you saw it there, that doesn't tell us nothing. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. But if going back to the original topic, if you see something we've said or done wrong or stated wrong, we're not beyond correcting it. Please tell us, and we will correct it. And it's all over our website, how to contact us, and our phone numbers, our emails. It's Fred and Sheila McCoy. The Burke, down on that video too, it says Burke, Kathy Burke had bought the house. I believe is what that means.
On 74,
in 1974. And then it says down below that Seagraves or something, you can look at it. In 1910, somebody else evidently owned the house, from what I gathered. 1910, well, in 1891, if they solved the feud in the parlor, they sold the house within 9 years. Whatever happened in that house would have been that, but anyway, it didn't happen. We've done proved that. But in 1902, they've done this story. So all the evidence, 100% of the evidence says that there was never a peace treaty, which we knew, and there was never a peace treaty signed at the York house, in the parlor, or anywhere else in that house. It's Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum. That's going to conclude our stories. There's 3 parts to it. If you're watching this one, you're on the 3rd part. Go watch the 1st and 2nd one to get you a better idea of what we've been talking about for several days. This has been several days.
Yeah.
In fact, this has consumed us for 4 days of our lives. 4 days of our lives it has consumed us. We've gone to Pike County. We've gone to Lexington, Frankfort. We have gone all over the internet. We have researched anything and any story that we could find on it. And we have come to the conclusion that it was nothing more than after the Hatfield McCoy tourism thing come out, and there was money available from at least from 2012 when the movie came out, and they made a big deal out of it, and tourism started really promoting it in Pike County, that they seen a way to get some funding possibly for the York house. And I'm glad they've got it restored. It looks beautiful. It's got history to it. Just been there, that it was owned by John Deals and Perry Klein and Randall McCoy. All their houses is there. And I mean, it's got some real history to it. It doesn't have to be connected to the Hatfields and McCoys. It's got Randall McCoy on one side and Perry Klein on the other, or close to it, for close proximity, whichever way that it is. Thanks for joining us. Catch you next time.
Hey guys, I hope you're having a great morning. Please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Thank you.